Okay, today on the Grow Joe we're going to look at squashes because they're doing quite well at the minute. And if I go in here, this is a squash. Look at that. There it is. It's a pumpkin. It's a green stripy pumpkin. Virtually, that's all you need to know about it. Not much else to say. Saying that, don't they look great? A few big pumpkins on them. And then you've got the yellow ones, which, if I can sneak amongst these leaves, it's going to be a bit of a jungle here. You can see yellow pumpkins there, starting to grow. Well, that's about the size of a small football at the minute. That is, well, it's 100-weight, Atlantic giant, whatever you like to call it. You'll probably get 2, 3 on a vine, and there we go. This time of year, you could pick them and eat them if you wanted, but really, having eaten pumpkins and pumpkin pies, feel free to correct me. But they're not the most delicious thing in the world, and they're really great for carving, and I grow these mainly for the kids. And then of course something else you can always add in on your carving. If you let any of your courgettes go, I'm overrun with courgettes at the minute, and there's another one of the green courgettes, and they're growing quite nicely. There, I talked about it earlier, the fungus that's growing on the outside of the leaves. Well, lots of people say, chop the leaves off. But if you look at plants, they're growing out of it. It's really a thing to do with the weather. And it certainly doesn't hurt the cropping, because if you look at how many I've got, I'm a little bit overrun. And then we go on. Now this is the bit that I didn't deep dig this year. I rotivated. And so look at all that horsetail, the equisetums growing. Right, when we go into the plant itself, this is not a squash, but a cucumber. And it's a round cucumber. I like round cucumbers. They're very hardy, get a good crop. They're no problems. You just got to get used to peeling them like an apple, which isn't the end of the world really. So I've got quite a few of these, mainly rounds. Then we've got some other squashes. Now these are hunter squashes, so we'll have a look around. We'll probably see the odd one or two on them. They're not going to crop until the weather gets really hot. There you go. Ooh. Nice spicy squash. There you go. That's a long way off. Yeah. These should be button-up shaped. If you can see, they're button-up shaped. These are the baby ones coming on. This is not. The reason why it's not is probably because just at a crucial part of development, it got a little too dry. And then here, unfortunately, I can't bear to let anything go to waste. So I had some spare courgette plants, some round ones, and there's round courgettes. Now, if you look at the difference between a courgette leaf, there, bear that in mind. You see it's almost like the flag for Canada. That's a maple leaf, by the way. Then if we go over, and you see the pumpkins, they're more rounder. See? And that keeps our pumpkins fine. Got one or two other things. I've got some longer cucumbers here, and they're growing nicely. and got some cucumbers, and underneath amongst that lot is some more, which are mouse melons or tiny little mini gourds. And then we got some more here. This is some squashes my youngest come back with. Found them in my shed somewhere and put them in. It must have been about 3 years old. But if you look at the leaf, it's almost halfway between a courgette and a pumpkin. So we'll have to see about that. Anyway, it's Vince here on the allotment, signing out for today.